Hey, welcome to another episode of Sandy Garbo with me, Basil Zero. Yeah, we're doing another makeup, and we're talking about things. One of the things is just I'm gonna be awkward a little bit, and I'm gonna get text messages. I just. Sometimes you have days where you're just like, do I really have to be me? Do I really have to be me in this situation? Can't I just adjust to change more seamlessly? Can't I be less socially anxious? Interactions are just so difficult sometimes. Most times. It's hard to be human. Life is hard. That's my lesson. Life is hard. And that's okay. It's all trial and error. And the more mistakes you make, and you recognize them as mistakes, and you move on and you adjust your behavior, the more you're going to find out who you are as a person. Because you don't want to do those things. You want to do the other things. And maybe you use therapy to help. Maybe you use medication to help. I use both. And sometimes it would be nice if I wasn't just extra all the time and I could just stop and say, no, it looks good right there. Just stop. Don't do the black eyeshadow. Just leave the liner. Don't do the second color of eyeliner. Just leave the one. It's okay if it's subtle. It's okay if it's subtle. What's not subtle though? Gunpowder milkshake. Holy shit. This is a spoiler-free reaction. That movie was fucking fun. It took me 30 minutes to be committed. At first I was like, man, this seems like that other movie. Or, I don't know if I like this. But then the 30 minutes finishes and I'm like, what? There's like a climax every 30 minutes in this movie, and I'm just like, what the fuck is this movie? It's almost done, right? There's an hour and a half left. What is going on? And then it climaxes and you're like, oh, okay, that was getting close to the end. There's another hour left. What the fuck is this movie? It was fun. And there was some queer coding. There was a very high body count. I had to look away a few times. It wasn't gore porn, but I just don't do hammers. I don't, never. Nope. Can't do it. I don't care how stylized it is and how not. Honestly, it wasn't even gross. I just can't do hammer violence. It just, even talking about hammer violence really gets under my skin. But Gunpowder Milkshake is really, really fun. I highly recommend it. I watched it with my partner, and like I said, every little bit or so we would look to each other just like, what? That did not just happen. And I was out of the room for a scene, and then I came back and she was just like, I'm not even gonna tell you, I'm just gonna rewind this scene because you have to watch it. And I really want to tell you about it right now, but it's kind of, this is non-spoiler, because if some of the challenges put in front of our protagonist are fucking bizarre. And it's so funny. I think it's funny. It's definitely funny. It's definitely worth a watch. I don't know who the main character is, but she really reminds me of somebody. And maybe that's just because she's good at her job. I felt like she played this character very well. Her interactions, it was weird because I felt like a lot of the interactions went back and forth from feeling like scripted on a stage like kind of awkward and clunky and uncomfortable to seamless conversation, which now that I'm talking about it in hindsight, maybe that was actually intentional because of the type of characters they are, and maybe they were actually literally reciting a script. But I don't know. I would have to rewatch it. I would rewatch it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. I feel a little bit better getting all of that off of my chest and out of my guts. Yeah. I don't know. It was quite the day yesterday. Some friends are survivors. You run into people at the grocery store and you find out some people aren't. And more people from the punk scene died. It doesn't even matter that you're good friends with them or not. It's just like more people that you know, and it's weird, and it's sad. And when that happens in a casual setting, I'm talking about how I don't do good with change or surprises or social anxiety, but like, maybe that's fair when you're talking about mortality. I don't know what is fair. I guess what's fair is nothing, unless you're scripting out, divvying, sharing things. And I'm done sharing things for today. And thank you. And what's fair is fair. And okay, thanks, bye.